Yeah, I think this is an important video because people think, sometimes I just expect people know certain things, but they don't sometimes. And especially when you have a bunch of videos that just way overhype this whole semen retention, female attraction thing. It's almost, they're making it look like just do semen retention, you're going to turn into a young Brad Pitt with a 10-inch dick or something, you know? Don't work like that. Like, it just doesn't, that's not what it is. If you're, man, it has to do with so many factors. Like, some people are just collectively more attractive than others. So whether they do semen retention or not, they're probably going to get some play. You know, they get the perfect symmetry and the, what's the face shape that's most popular? I forgot, because I don't care, but I remember somebody was talking about that, or some TV, because you have circle face, round face, rectangle. Yeah, maybe the round face or something. It looks more balanced, symmetry. And if you're tall, maybe you're 6 foot, 185 pounds. And all that aesthetic, like, nonsense. Like, who cares? But we care for a while, you know? That's the thing. Why? You know, if people, somebody left a comment once, it's like, it's all about vanity. Like, that's like the core thing that keeps people asleep and restless. I was like, yeah, right on. If vanity wasn't an issue, if insecurity wasn't an issue, if we weren't trying so hard to get people to look at us and validate us, man, do you know how, like, so many of these companies would just, they wouldn't exist. They'd be out of business. You'd go to the gym and there wouldn't be hardly anybody in there. There'd be some, but not many. I mean, we can go on and on with examples. Most of the time, what we do and what we think we want is totally driven by this vanity on some level. So you have to check that and be aware of that. And then you have the people making videos saying like, "Whoa, man, you know, I started doing semen retention, and it's like I'm a movie star." Like, whoa. And then if you're naive, you'll be like, "Whoa, that's what I want too. Okay, I'm going to do semen retention too." But see, that if that's your motive for doing semen retention, it's not going to last. At the same time, we got to do that though, to check to see a little bit. That's part of the process. It's okay too. Now, am I saying that semen retention doesn't give you any female attraction, that it's totally just hype and 100% nonsense? No. Of course, look, why does it give attraction? It's the same reason why if you clean your diet up, if you keep eating pizza and nachos and steaks all day long, and then you change that, and you start really hydrating and alkalizing and electrifying your body and eating food that's easy to digest, you're going to be conserving your energy. Same like semen retention. When we ejaculate, we lose energy. When we watch things on the internet we shouldn't, we lose energy. We're absorbed into that. It's taking our energy. When we are overly lustful on the street and trying to get girls to give us attention, our focus is on that, we lose energy. It's all about energy management. Whatever you, when you're focusing on something, you're spending your energy. What does it mean you're spending your energy? It means you're losing your energy. If we eat hard to digest food, we're losing our energy. We're spending the energy on digesting the food, so we're going to lose energy. So any of those things, if you stop doing, you're going to have a surplus of energy, or at least more energy. And then what? Well, that energy, that extra energy, that surplus energy, it's everywhere. So it's gonna shine through somehow. It's just gonna, you know, you're gonna have more energy, more vibrant. So yeah, you're gonna get some more attraction. But again, it depends like on your karmic bodily disposition. You're not just gonna, you know, become Brad Pitt. That's what I'm saying. Now, there's certain things we do. I was talking about if we spend energy, we're gonna lose it. But there's some things we do, like if you want to get into like transmutation of energy. What does it mean? When we're doing a healthy thing, directing our energy into a healthy thing, you actually get energy. You're spending energy and you're getting energy. It's like if you are an investor. You spend money on a certain stock or investment, or a gambler, if you're a good one. You're spending some money to do something, and then it yields back more than what you spent. Okay? This is what we want to do. You don't want to spend money or energy on something that's not going to yield you dividends. Same thing. Energy is our currency. It's the currency of consciousness. Consciousness is using this body, and this body has to spend energy to transact within this dimension we're in. And so it's all about energy management. You have to be smart how you're using your energy. You want to do things that give you back energy. There's people who, I have a friend, and she's a nurse. And when you're deeply they can get, especially during the whole COVID thing, they were busy. And so you don't even, you're working 16, 20 hours a day and you don't even know it. And then maybe you sleep for a couple hours and go back to work and do it again. I did that when I was selling cars in California. I was on a roll. I was making thousands of dollars. I was I didn't even want to sleep. Didn't have time to sleep. But yet I wasn't tired. So it depends what we're doing, if that's going to give us, if we're going to get a return on our investment. I don't know if that was a good example though with the work thing. That was more, I think that's more adrenaline, your cortisol levels are up because you're so stressed. I think that's what it was. With me selling cars, it was a mixture of that, but also I felt good because I was making money. So, okay, there's better examples. If you're helping people in some way, I don't remember the story. In the Holocaust though, there was a guy and he would work 20 hours a day and he would be sending letters to the families of some of the people who were in the Holocaust who were prisoners or who have died or something. He was doing big time service work. He had a lot of energy. That's a good example of you're doing, you know why? How is it you're spending so much energy but you keep getting energy back? Because you're not using your personal energy. I'm glad this came to me. This is the point I want to make. There's personal energy, there's universal energy. When you're doing your dharma, when you're in flow, you're using universal energy. Universe is look, keep your energy, man. I'm going to do it for you. You're like, oh, that's a good deal. All right. But he's like, you got to do my work, though. Can't mess around. If you go out and mess around and go lust and edge and all that, you're not going to use my energy to do that. You'll spend your own. Then we spend our own energy and we get depleted and we're like, God, what happened? So you got to find that line of service or work that you're destined to do that will give you energy. But you can't rush that though. I remember I was in California. I tried so many things. I checked out every volunteer organization there was and tried because I was like, I got to find my purpose. What's my purpose? So it's an evolutionary thing. This life, man, it's complex. Nobody can give you a written thing like just do this and you'll be fine. It's got to be your time. You got to be ready for this. And you will at some point. I'm just sharing this. I don't know why. This is what I'm sharing. So check yourself and see. When you're doing things that bring you to life, you're going to have more energy. Period. That's what attracts the girls. Not just girls. Everybody. Animals, girls, guys, babies, nature, the flower. Something will respond to you. That's what it is. But don't make it just about semen retention. Like, oh yeah, like it's all about the semen retention. No, if you're just not wasting, if you're not ejaculating, but you're still looking, you're a dopamine addict on the internet, and you're still eating junk, and you're still like partying, or talking gossip stuff with people, or not sleeping right, if the rest of your lifestyle is out of balance, the semen retention is not going to do anything for you. In fact, you'll end up relapsing at some point. It's got to be a full spectrum lifestyle. But the message here is for those who are maybe new or a bit naive, don't buy into, you're not doing this for female attraction. Even if you are, it's cool. But at some point, like, you're doing it to grow in yourself. This is why you're doing it. You're doing it because you want to be the best version of yourself. Don't keep looking out on the street and I'm like, whoa, I wonder if they're looking at me. Okay, I got 10 days now. Are you looking? No. I got 20 days. Maybe they'll look now. Catch that mind trap. And don't watch the videos that talk about that align with the false belief in you that means something, you know? That's my message. All right, see you.